Hi!
Hello!
So, today's video, as you may have seen from the title, has a rather interesting theme. We're going to talk about marriage.
Yeah.
Because actually tomorrow, 3 years ago tomorrow, it's the day we met.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
We have not even been married for 1 year though.
No, we haven't.
Although it does feel like we've been married for ages. But that's in a good way, not in like, oh, I'm so done with you already.
No, it feels like I've known you forever, so sometimes I get a bit confused. This year is also really special because it is 50 years since homosexuality was legalised in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Which is quite amazing, really. That's like, my dad was 20 when that happened, you know?
Jesus!
Yeah, he said, I asked him, he said,
said,
yeah, like people you'd know who was, but you didn't really talk about it. And he actually said, even though when it was legalised, there was still a lot of stigma around it. And he's a doctor, my dad, and he applied for a consultancy position. I can't remember where it was, somewhere, but he was a single unmarried man in his like sort of early 30s, and he says he didn't get it because they assumed he was gay.
I write a column for Liability magazine, and this month I kind of wrote about how the kind of gay rights have progressed, but also disabled rights are kind of almost moving backwards. And just for the article I was researching, looking at different dates and timeline of when things had happened LGBT-wise within the UK, and it's really shocking some of the dates. Like, it was illegal to be homosexual on the Isle of Man up until 1994.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't the Isle of Man part of the UK?
Yeah, but different parts went at different times. So I think Scotland was 1983, Northern Ireland was 1984.
I think it's still strange to think that gay marriage wasn't actually legalised till 2014. I mean, that's only 3 years ago.
Yeah, the year that we met.
The year we met.
In fact, it became legal.
Yeah, it was the first year. And then we were like, yeah, let's jump on this bandwagon, let's get married!
Yeah, we were like, it's legal, let's get going.
We were the first same-sex couple to have a religious wedding, a recognised religious wedding, in the south-west, or was it just
South of England.
Just the south of England, apparently. So go us!
Hey! Quakerism. Kind of a lot of the argument at the time in gay marriage is, why do they need to get married? Why is marriage important?
Also, a lot of gay people would argue, why are gay people fighting for marriage? Because it's
Heteronormative.
yeah, you're basically trying, like, a lot of activist gay people would be like, we're fighting for an individual, like, for our individuality and our own, like, culture and subgroup to be recognised, but not to be merged, and it kind of somehow downplays what we fought for to then just be like, oh yeah, you can just be what we are.
Because why is marriage important? Why do people get married in the first place? And I loved the idea of getting married not only for, yay, legal benefits, I didn't really care about this, but having everyone around us sort of come together, celebrate our coupledom and support it, and just to be recognised.
Yeah, it's more like a recognition thing, because also it's kind of like, because there is still that awkwardness around being in a gay relationship, because obviously, even though there's a lot of us, it's not still the majority. Because of the history of it only being legalised for the last 50 years, there's still a lot of changing opinions on it, and like people of my father's generation have had to like do a 180 on how they view it. Whether or not they were homophobic or not, they've just had to like rework it in their brains. And then
and learn that homosexuality isn't about sex necessarily. It's not just, oh, I want to have sex with someone of the same sex. It's, I have romantic feelings, I want to build a family with them.
People don't know how to refer to you, so they'll be like, oh, is your friend, or is your partner, or, you know, and it's just, they don't know the word, and you don't know what the word, and you say, and it's just so much nicer to be able to say my wife.
And to be honest, girlfriend doesn't feel like the word. For me, even when we met, I was like, oh, girlfriend. Girlfriends, it makes you feel like you're either straight girls who are like,
I know,
besties.
yeah, but I think for men, they can say he's my boyfriend, and that means something. You recognise that. But especially for us as two feminine, lesbians, feminine lesbians, you know what I meant?
Yeah.
Like, for us to say, oh, we're girlfriends, like some cute little old lady who's not quite sure, she's just like, oh, yeah, that's my girlfriend there too, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, and you're like, no.
Because we got that quite a lot, didn't we?
Girlfriends doesn't imply this is the woman I want to
Well,
spend
that's why
the rest of my
I
life
personally
with.
didn't really mind the word partner, but you really don't like it, do you?
I really don't like the word partner.
Because you think it sounds like business partner.
Yeah, there's that whole like, haha, the funny confusion of partner, what do you do together?
Because what other terminology can you use? Partner is stronger than boyfriend or girlfriend. It's more serious.
I think it's also that the history of using the word partner, I find, is a bit... If someone, now that we're married, whenever anyone says the word partner, I'm like, oh, you don't think our marriage is valid? And I know that's a complete overreaction, but that is my first reaction.
Well, yeah, I guess so, because you wouldn't say, like, my sister and her husband, someone wouldn't go up to him and say, oh, how's your partner? He'd be like, my wife. Like,
yeah. Personally, on a personal level, away from gayness, marriage to me has been such a great confidence boost, and it's made me feel so much happier in who I am and really secure. Because I always feel like, I don't care what the rest of the word says. Like, she decided to spend her life with me, so, yeah, whatever.
That is a nice feeling, isn't it? You can have a really bad day, like your hair's really shit, you're covered in spots, nothing looks good that you put on. And like, rather than being like, oh, I feel so awful. I mean, actually, I do feel like that when that happens. But like, you just don't, I know that you don't care.
Yeah.
When you're married, suddenly it's like, meh, well, you know, you're going to have to see me when my boobs are saggy, so...
Yeah.
And when I'm wrinkly.
It's not like, oh, letting yourself go now that you're married.
No.
I think what that means is literally that you just...
I was going to let myself go.
But it's like, when I'm with you, I feel the same as... I feel as relaxed and chilled as when I'm alone. Oh, spending time.
I don't know if that's to do with, like, if you're married or not. I think that might be if you just found someone that you really love. Because not everyone, like, you don't have to be married to feel like that.
No. And you also don't need to be married to feel that confidence boost of...
No. But then you are a big believer of marriage. Whereas, like, obviously, I am too, because I got married. But, like, I'm not anti...
Not getting married.
Yeah, not getting married. Like, if you were like, I really don't want to get married, I'd be like, okay. But because you were like, I really want to get married, I'm like, okay. I'm easily led, like, just do whatever. Yeah, no, but our wedding, our first dance song was Cheerleader by Omi.
Yeah.
And it's the lyrics are, you know, you probably know, but like...
It's the lyrics we like.
It's like, I found my cheerleader, like, she's always in my corner.
I need motivation.
Yeah. And like, other girls are like attempting, but I'm not gonna go there. Like, and it's kind of about like, I've just found my one, and the reason she's my one is because she's always cheering me on, and I know she's always got my back.
Yeah, that's true. It is very much like...
She's gone all... I gave her a bath today. When I give her a bath, she tends to go a bit like...
manic.
And she's well fluffed. Like, where's her face right now?
No one can tell. No one can tell you're a fluffball. There are many countries across the globe where
I know, but like,
gay people, where it's still illegal to be gay,
like,
get locked up.
Like, when the whole world was kind of... My point is, when some countries, and you know, some of the superpowers of the world, and the majority of the Western Europe are like, yeah, gay's fine, you know, and there's like so many influential people on YouTube, in Hollywood, in the music industry,
on your TV,
who are, you know,
open
out. They're, you know, the same. You can watch people from India, people from Russia, everywhere can access these programs or songs or whatever it is. So everyone knows about gayness and awareness of it, and it seems very unfair then for a government to say we think very strongly against it and think that, you know, and oppose it, and no children should be taught it, because it's conflicting information for those people in those countries. They've got one half the world saying, yeah, it's fine, and these people they look up to, their idols, and then their country and, you know, people that maybe idol people to them, like, their own parents,
Yeah.
saying no, this is wrong.
Yeah, which again, to bring it back to the point about gay marriage, is that gay marriage makes it normalised. It's so much easier to say to someone, this is my wife, we're married, we're in a relationship, and the first things that you think about are like, oh, family. So I think the best way for countries to move forwards, countries who don't currently have equal laws and equal opportunities for gay people, oh look, they're just living normal lives, doing normal stuff.
Playing devil's advocate, like, some people might say, but you've just said, oh, I like to be married because it's easier than to say and be recognised for being gay. And some people may argue, why should it matter if you're married or not? People should accept it either way.
I obviously think that everyone should be accepted for being gay, whether you are married or not. I just think it's a good way to move the conversation forwards, would be my response.
You know, for some people who have been with their boyfriend, partner, girlfriend, partner, whatever, other half, for like 30 years, and then suddenly gay marriage is allowed, they don't feel I would feel like them, why would I suddenly rush to get married?
Yeah.
I'd feel like, why should I suddenly have to have my relationship recognised in that way now? My relationship should have been recognised all of this time.
I mean, I'm not saying that gay marriage either validates a relationship if you have one, if you get gay married and it doesn't gay marriage, you just married, and doesn't invalidate.
Like Freudian slipped yourself there.
And it doesn't invalidate relationships if you choose not to get married. I just think having the option, that's what
I meant about, like,
the option.
You know, true equality is giving everyone the same
Chances
privileges.
and choices.
Yeah.
So those were random thoughts about
But
getting
anyway,
married.
that was quite heavy, and like, we should be a bit more like, woo, get married, it's really great, like, we're having the best time, we seem like we're really like, oh, but we're not, like.
Sorry, marriage is genuinely awesome. Getting married to you is the best thing I've ever done. Meeting you is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I genuinely can't picture any day in the rest of my life without you in it.
I know, you're like my little stalker.
Don't you dare! You
go.
can't even go down aisles in the supermarket without me.
I do.
So I'm stuck on you too.
I mean, I don't know how we're not sick of each other already.
I don't
We've literally
know.
spent like
Every day.
pretty much like not 24/7 because I go to work, but like we've pretty much spent every day together for the last 3 years, apart from maybe we could probably count, I think we counted it.
21 nights.
I think, oh, was it 21 nights?
Not that I counted.
Yeah, it's been just over 1,000 days together.
Yeah, and we spent 21 nights apart out of that. And we're not sick of each other yet.
Yeah.
Which bodes well, I think, for the future.
I'm sure we will get sick of each other at some point.
But then we'll become unsick.
Marriage is about like it's not about like,
The long haul.
yeah, it's not like, oh, we had a really bad argument. It's going to be like, I'm not sure about this relationship anymore.
That's something like the great security of marriage is that, oh no, we disagreed on something. Nah, whatever. We're married. She'll go over it.
She'll go for it. Oh right, so it's always me that has to back down. Let's see how this is gonna go. That's what I call her. My wife is a woman for life.
She loves that. She really loves it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you too, woman for life. You're the cutest.
Thank you. Mwah. That's goodbye from her. That's goodbye from me. We're actually just gonna watch Escape to the Country or something, because we're like old married couple now. 3 years, we've been known each other for 3 years, and another 3 years, and another 1,000 days together.
Yes.
We'll probably have a baby.
Yeah, baby. I'm so broody.
That'd be exciting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well.